Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss a poem named Why. The title of the poem is Why. You know what is the word why? Yes, it is a question word, and you may always ask why to your parents or teachers, isn't it? Why it is like that? Why it is like this? You may be asking these questions to your teachers or your parents, isn't it? So, let's read the poem and let's find out what the poem says about. Okay? So, first stanza. I know a curious little boy who is always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by the by? So what it says in the first poem? The poet says that I know a curious little boy. What is the meaning curious? Curious means eager to know something. That means desire to know about everything. Okay, the boy wanted to know about everything. So he is curious. He is a curious little boy who is always asking why. The boy is always asking why means the boy is always asking questions about everything. He wanted to know why this, why that, why then, why not, etc. So he always asks questions to everyone. He is very curious. He wanted to know answers for all the questions. He wanted to know about everything. Second stanza. He wants to know why wood should swim, why lead and marble sink, why sun should shine and wind should blow, and why we eat and drink. Now, what does the poet says in this stanza? He has some questions. What are the questions? Why wood should swim? Why lead and marble sink? When we put a piece of wood into water, it will not go under the water. It will float on the water. So the boy asks why it is not sinking in the water, why it is not go down the water, why it is swimming in the water. Why lead and marble sink? What is the meaning sink? Go down the water, go below the water, sinking. Lead is a kind of metal and marble is a piece of stone. So why this lead and marble go down the water? The boy want to know. The boy also want to know why sun should shine and wind should blow. Why the sun is shining and why the wind is blowing. And why we eat and drink. The boy also wanted to know why we eat and drink. Next stanza. He wants to know what makes the clouds and why they cross the sky. Why sinks the sun behind the hills and why the flowers die. He also wants to know what makes the clouds, how the clouds form. He also wanted to know how the clouds are forming and why the clouds move up on the sky. They cross the sky means why the clouds move upon the sky. Why sinks the sun behind the hills? What does it mean? Why sink? Sink, I already told you. What is the meaning of sink? Go below water, isn't it? Here, sinks means go down the hill or go behind the hill. So, it is about sunset. The boy asks about sunset. Why the sun goes behind the hills in the evenings, and why the flowers die. The boy also wanted to know why the flowers die, means after blooming, why the flowers in the garden are drying up or dry up or die. Some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you will try. Others, no one ever yet has found the reason why. And some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you will try. The poet says that some of these questions asked by the little boy are not difficult to answer. We will get the answer if we try, or if we think a little, we will get the answers of some of the questions that the boy asked. Others, no one ever yet has found the reason why. But for some questions, the answer is very difficult to find out. Okay, the elder people, or we cannot know, we cannot get the answers for some of the questions because we have never thought about it. Okay, others, no one ever yet has found the reason why. We do not know the reason for some questions. We will not get answer for some questions, but for some questions we will get answers, and it is very easy to say answers to the question. Okay, so what does the poem says? The poem says about a curious little boy who always asking why. He always asks why this, why that, why then, etc. He wanted to know answers for a lot of questions. Okay, and what the poet says in the last, some questions are very easy to answer, but for some questions the answers are not even known to anyone. Okay, because we never thought about it. We will get answers for some questions and we will not get answers for some questions. So he is a very good boy, we can say, because he wanted to know about everything. That is why he is asking questions about everything. Do you like the poem? Are you like that boy? Okay. So now you read the poem and enjoy it. Okay. Hope you understood it. Thank you.